Hi, guys. Yep, a little bit of lipstick, of course. But so we are here to do a Mercury retrograde reading and some information to you guys. And this is my very first one. But I want to get on because I want to start doing these more. This will be your spiritual news desk for morning gratitude. So here I am today. But what I'm here to talk about is the Mercury retrograde, some of the to-dos and not to-dos during this time. It's even taken me a lot of years over the years to figure out myself and to figure out the things that I would want to talk about with you guys on these. I'm still going to be posting, a lot of my videos and things like that, but I want to be here to have discussions with you about things. So, please chat away with each other, chat away with, things that are going on. But please, number one, be kind, be respectful. Otherwise, you will be blocked. That is just the way it will roll with me because that's who I am. But let's get into this. So, Mercury retrograde, December 13th to January 3rd. I actually thought it was longer, but I looked it up today. So we know the days for sure. But what it is, it's a time where things are going to come back around for you, and things are going to come back around in a way that you either need to close the door on them or you need to move forward. Now, that can either put you back into a cycle that you don't want to be in, or it can put you into a new cycle. So figure out what's important for you. Figure out the things that, are a positive in your life and move you along in your life. That's the best part of it. So I pulled oracles. I have two decks that I've been using for many, many years. They're fairy decks and angels. Doreen Virtue, beautiful lady. And then I have another deck. It's called Sacred Light Oracle by Anna Stark. I don't use it often, but it's a beautiful, beautiful one. So, first card we got was perfect timing. This is the right time for you to move forward. And it may look backwards to you guys, and I'm sorry about that. I gotta figure out some things yet. But right time for you to move forward. And it's going to be based on, learning and forgiving. Can you have conversations with people? I'm still getting, yeah, of course I am. Looking at, situations you have with people and figuring out, is this something that we want to continue doing, or is this just going to be something that's going to go round and round and round? And it might be some relationships that you have to let go of, but that is what Mercury retrograde is good for, is figuring out what those things are. Because there's energy medicine, sensuality, devotion, celestial fertility, and deep rest that is needed from you right now to take a good look at some of the things that are going on, some of the things in your world that you need to figure out. But it calls for you to be your authentic self. You need to understand where you're coming from, what's going on with you. Have you sat and had that conversation with yourself? It seems weird, but it works. I'm telling you. The situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis for your personal power. Knowing who you are. I am leading you toward the answers to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps I am communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. Now, if you've never started a spiritual journal or a dream journal or whatever you want to call it, when you wake up first thing in the morning or go to bed at night is the best time to get some of those either affirmations, thoughts off your brain, whatever it might be. This is the time to do that, okay? Because it is a sacred space, positive outcome, clarity, lucky attraction, and you're removing obstacles. That is what, to me, Mercury retrograde is to give us a second, go around with things. And you take a look at it and is this benefiting my life? Is this not benefiting my life? Is this doing something good for me, or is this not doing something good for me? And once you start to get into that habit and start using that time frame versus always people complaining about it, because increased delays, frustrations, miscommunications, and technology mishaps are the big four that happen during this time frame. And can you keep your cool? Do you lose your cool? What happens during this time frame for you? I have learned, because I am a Pisces, just to kind of go with the flow. And the more I go with the flow and not really play into people's aggressions, people's things that don't sit well with me, and just work on me and turn it inward, the better I do during these times. Because your love life is going to step up a little bit. Now, what this means for me is that you're going to have people coming back around, old people that you thought you've closed the door on possibly, and they're going to try to get back in. And they're going to try and say, well, I've changed, I've this, I've that, I've done the work on myself. Have they? Now, your intuition is where you're going to have to sit and decide, has this person really, truly done the work on themselves, or are they just coming back around because, number one, they just jumped out of another relationship and figure they can come back by you. Two, they're feeling sorry for themselves or in the, victim mentality, poor me, poor me. You got to figure it out. But if it's somebody new coming during this time frame, you got to test the waters, because is it the same kind of individual that you're used to coming back around again in a new person? Takes a lot of mental, you guys. I'm sorry, but it's, your dreams also are going to be more vivid during this time too. You're gonna get more answers because they're wanting you to make solid decisions for yourself during this time frame. Because some of you are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. So those of you that, have that pull on your heart to know that you are something beautiful, you are a helper to others, I bet you can feel it within yourself. I did. I ignored it for a long, long time. But indecision, ego-based actions, and lifestyle changes. Now, Mercury retrograde is not a time to be signing contracts, to start something new. It's kind of just the time to do research and to look at things and jot things down, and don't stress yourself out, because 4 things: anxiety, brain fog, tiredness, and headaches are the big ones during this time frame that you will come across for yourself, and you need to sometimes sit with things a little bit more. So as we're going into the festivities of Christmas, maybe rely on that fun, rely on that to remind yourself that this is a beautiful time of year. This is not for arguments, stress, even though it's going to be laying on us big. Don't say yes to things if you really can't. Just don't do it. You'll be better off. Do some research. What did I just say? I didn't even see the card. But you need more information about the situation. Look into it further before proceeding. A lot of you, it's going to have to do with this. Someone's coming around. I don't want to ruin the surprise. But Christmas is a time where a lot of couples get engaged, for sure. Make sure before you say yes, okay? Or at least think about it if you're on the fence. Because if you're on the fence, it's probably not the right person for you. And again, this is just informational. This is not life-changing for anybody as far as what my opinion is, but I'm just telling you what the cards say. There's secrecy, isolation, observation, and ritual magic that may have been placed over your life. Now, I know this even from my own experiences about individuals I've left, individuals that I have, not wanted a relationship with. They have followed forever to try and stop my happiness. But once I took back control of my own happiness within and didn't let their opinions and the things that they say about me or the things that they put out into the world about me and not let it bother me, my life became that much better, because I just know it's just a projection of how they feel about themselves. It has nothing to do with me. They're unhappy because they see me happy. And it's a sad thing, because you guys, I have been through the trenches. I have been through it all. When I tell you, it's been eye-opening even for me to look back at certain situations, and it's like, well, how the hell? I don't know. And I'm not going to try to, because it's in the past, and I know what I am comfortable in my life today, and I'm moving forward with that. And that's where you got to root yourself, that every day is a new beginning for yourself. Affirmations. Lift up your thoughts and energies and to attract what you desire on those positive affirmations. Let those things come in for you. But you got to put it out there, and you got to do the work on yourself. It is a hard journey, I'm telling you. A lot of years. Your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God's and the angels. So no, there is a protection over your children. Okay? Seeking a higher truth, discernment, a better path, authority. Your connection with the divine. You're researching to find out things about yourself in the Akashic records. You have these gifts within yourself, but have you listened? Have you? I had a conversation this past weekend with a friend of mine who ignored hers for a very, very, very long time. She knew she had them, but she just wasn't ready to tap in. And now, it's questioning certain things and asking questions, and they will answer. I'm telling you. Ask for a sign, something simple, little, a cardinal, a this, a that. Ask a question and then put a sign behind it, asking for them to show it to you. It may not happen right away, but it definitely will happen. Slowing down, materialism and psychic debris are going to be clearing. Look at that. It's going to clear off of you during this time frame. Because the universe wants to give you a happy change to your family, somebody new coming in, somebody coming in, to help with things. But you have to ask for what you want. It's a very important deal. It really is. But if you follow along the path that has been chosen for you by you and the divine, springtime is going to bring in a beautiful harvest for you. Winter is slowing down, getting to know who you are more. Even if you live in a warmer climate, you got to start slowing down and listening to what your body has. Because, and I wrote a few things down here just for myself. Testing time, also for some to see if you will choose differently. The cycle is important. Are you going to go back to the past? Are you going to move forward to the future? What are you going to do to make yourself happy? Best advice is to slow down. Don't sign any contracts. Toxic exes are going to check in to see if they can get in with you. Don't start anything new. Don't have conversations that will go nowhere. If you know going into the conversation is just going to lead to a fight, don't do it. Just walk away. Things get lost in translation. Instead, clean out the clutter. Clean out yourself. Spiritual baths, saging, Palo Santo, candles, meditation, music, cleansing your chakras. Selenite and clear quartz are the best too. They will cleanse and clear all of the crystals that you might have in your home. So put them, all together, or put them under running water for a period of time to cleanse them off with bad energies. I sage almost every day, you guys. If I go out into the world, as soon as I get home. My apartment, where I live, it's not a very big place, but I love it, is a very, very peaceful zone because I've chosen it to be. So, let go of things that no longer serve you, no longer make sense to you, no longer, are in the realm of what you need to do for yourself. Faith in the divine and love of self are the gifts you have within. Faith in the divine and love of self are the gifts you have within. Okay? So I'm going to pick some terms, and then I'm going to give you a little prayer to say at night before you go to bed. Okay? So that you can start having good dreams, good manifestations, good things for yourself. Okay? Let's see what we get. Got this yesterday. Peace. angel. And on the back it says, made for an angel. A leaf, which means new beginnings. Horse, well actually, yeah, this is a horse. Strength for me. And then the family tree. You get to make what your family tree is. Don't let blood be the mainstay of what the family tree is. Yes, sometimes you are blessed with beautiful people. Sometimes you're not. Jealousy, competition, and envy are not people who are family. Okay? Just a reminder, because I've dealt with a lot in my life, and it just, I've come to decide that those who truly, truly love me are going to try to understand me, and they're going to be that person in my life. And I really, might have to explain some things, but I shouldn't have to explain everything. They should accept me for who I am and the things that I am. I may be different, but that's okay. Each and every one of us are different. So, little prayer you should say every night when you go to bed. And I wrote this one down because it's a combination of a few I've done for a while. But nightly say, I call back all my power tonight. I am now living in my highest timeline. Every day I am met with blessings and abundance. I will live in a time of love and great prosperity. And you're going to want to say that 3 times. Say it again. I call back all my power tonight. I am now living in my highest timeline. Every day I am met with blessings and abundance. I will live in a time of love and great prosperity. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you guys all so very much. Please, when I come out here on my lives, like I said, coming right from the Spiritual News Desk for the collective, I absolutely enjoy the fact that you guys have connected with me, and I would appreciate it if you can pass it on to friends of yours and just let them know that, it all comes from the heart. It all comes just to show you that there are other ways in this world that you can live and be happy and not have to listen to the criticisms of others who choose to judge versus trying to understand. Okay? I love you guys. I'll see you soon.